Good morning, everyone. Dr. Victoria Scribo here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center in Wareham, Massachusetts. Today is Monday, September 13th. Or if you're in Australia listening to this, it could already be Tuesday on the 14th. Today the moon continues to move through the sign of Sagittarius. It's a pretty active moon. It makes a supportive connection to Jupiter in Aquarius. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, and Aquarius is a sign of humanitarianism, of groups, of friendship, of knowledge, of law, Jupiter's law. Aquarius is humanitarianism. And, we can find ourselves codifying laws and making laws in order to support and help the community at large. It's a little less about individual rights and more about the rights of the collective, living in a group. I'm hearing stuff now. I don't know what that is. I'm hearing all kinds of stuff. Sorry guys, I got distracted by some strange noise back there. Must have been somebody on the road. We also have a square to Neptune of the moon. That happens every month when the moon moves into Sagittarius. It squares Neptune. It actually also happens when the moon goes into Gemini. But that's a different energy. This square is a crisis in consciousness square. It is a square that requires us to question our beliefs, what we have built up to this point, and see if those beliefs still sort of line up with our experience as we experience it now. It makes a supportive sextile to Mercury. So talking it over, Mercury is still in Libra, right? Yes, Mercury. Yeah, Mercury's going to be in Libra till November, actually. Yeah, if I think about it. So we have opportunities to talk it over. We have a trine to Chiron, which helps to bring in the energy of healing. We also have a conjunction to Juno. Juno is an asteroid associated with partnership. And so we maybe have an opportunity to see if the people that we partner with are on the same page as we are, and what kind of where that stands. But probably the major aspect today is the first quarter square of the moon to the sun. This is the first crisis point within the lunation cycle that began with that new moon in Virgo, and that new moon in Virgo was quite powerful. If you remember, there were 3 major trines coming to fruition on that day. An important in conjunct between Jupiter and Mars, making sure we don't go too far and overextend ourselves. That new moon in Virgo wants to fix all that's broken, and there's just so much broken that I think we just have to we have to pace ourselves, right? So we have this crisis today. What are we going to do? What steps are we going to take? How are we going to build the foundations for actually fixing what's broken? These are some of the questions that are asked today, and hopefully to a certain extent solved today. But, everything is a process. If one thing Virgo doesn't teach us is that you have to sort of chunk it down. You have to deal with the crisis in front of you and move from there. Stabilize and move on. Stabilize and move on. Make adjustments as you go and move on. There's a lot of work ahead of us, but I think there's a lot of people out there who want to get the work done. We're tired of sitting around. We're tired of being at the mercy of people who just won't listen and just don't even try to understand. And I think that goes both ways. I don't think that perhaps the right has the corner on that. I think we all have to be way more open-minded. We don't have to agree, but we need to give each other space. And then hopefully guide each other to better decisions. So we'll see how that goes. So we had one of the hibiscus, I know you saw it already, opened. It's just so hot right now. It's like hot and muggy because it's always moist here, I guess. But whew, I gotta get out of the sun. The sun is way too hot and muggy. The shade isn't too bad, but I wanted to show you this. So that is blooming, and this begonia over here is just going nuts. Isn't that beautiful? That like orangey red one there on the right. I love that one. Yeah, the begonias. I mean, it's been so moist. No wonder the begonias are doing. I think they're tropical, and they really are doing well this year. Other plants not so much, but every year, you know, one thing or another is better than others. So the hydrangeas seem to be happy. Of course, they're always happy when it rains. That's why they're called hydrangea, water loving. That's what that means. You probably knew that though. All right, let's see what else is going on here. Nothing much. Crickets, a lot of crickets. And a lot of bumblebees. The bumblebees have just been replete, which is really good to see, because at the beginning of the season, I didn't see a whole lot of bees, but we have plenty of bees now. Not a lot of honeybees, but that's okay. As long as we have pollinators, we're good. You know, honeybees are working on the crops. All right, guys, have yourself a great day. Like and subscribe. One last view of the garden from here. It's lovely with all the colors. And thanks for all your support. Thanks for all your comments. I love reading them. And you guys are great. Have a great day. You deserve it.